welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Rockets taking on the Nets. For the Rockets, the goal is to get better each and every time they take the floor, continuing to build their chemistry and connection, the unspoken bond that yields victory. Nets, Rockets is next. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And the pregame warm-ups are wrapping up out in Houston, where it'll be the Rockets going up against the Brooklyn Nets. And for Brooklyn, this is going to be a great test of their ability to match up against any style of opponent. The front office had that in mind when this roster was constructed. We'll see how it actually plays out tonight. Guys, you look at Mike D'Antoni, one of the godfathers of up-tempo basketball. Kenny, a man ahead of his time.
So ahead of his time, his parents haven't even met yet.
Whoa! I see.
There are a lot of naysayers, man.
Like that?
A lot of naysayers about this guy, about his system being too fast. But now look around at everybody doing it.
Yeah, you know, his teams have never had a problem scoring, especially wherever he's been, Phoenix, Houston, all that. It's actually a brand of basketball that fans love to watch.
Remember, like 7 seconds or less? Think I can toss to Kevin in 7 seconds or less? Give me a countdown.
1, 2, 3,
with the game
4,
now
5,
about ready
6,
to tip
7,
off. Let's send you to Kevin Hart. I was listening to Kenny.
That was a count up.
You're right.
Welcome, everyone, to Noche and a Beyond. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni is the modern-day godfather of pace and space. His teams in Phoenix popularized small ball, moving around and pushing the tempo in their 7 seconds or less offense. It's ironic that now his Houston team plays a much slower isolation style of basketball. Kevin, that shows his flexibility and D'Antoni's ability to adapt to his personnel.
Whatever works, David. Thanks. So the Nets starting 5. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Irving. And it's LeVert in at the small forward. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 spot. Clark, great guards tonight for both teams. Did you ever spend any time in the backcourt at any level when you were playing?
No, I was a ball-handling forward, Kevin, and it served me well, but I was not a guard. I was a forward that could dribble and pass fairly well.
So you were ahead of your time, because that's all we see now in the NBA, right? Guards are not always bringing the ball up.
Yeah, you know, somebody just mentioned that to me, Kevin, that I was maybe a tad ahead of my time back in the late 70s.
Westbrook passes to Tucker. Westbrook against Irving. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Tucker.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Allen finds Irving. Tries again. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to House. Outside Westbrook. From beyond the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. Westbrook's got 5 now.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Dinwiddie, and he lays it straight in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here is House. Fires from 14. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Inside, here's Allen. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie is very dependable at serving his teammates on the court. Seems like a natural leader.
inside Westbrook. Shoots the three. And another three for Houston.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
It's LeVert on the wing. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Like the way LeVert controls himself, always under control, knows what he's looking for, takes his time, particularly when he's close to the basket.
Now, here is Harden, stolen by Allen. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, hammers the alley-oop through.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
That one goes. Count it.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
And the level of detail that Robert Covington approaches defense with is just phenomenal. He is always prepared for his matchup.
Yeah, and that's why he's an outstanding defender, Kevin, because he's got the physical attributes. He's got excellent speed and quickness for a guy of his size, good length and strength, outstanding hands. But he does a nice job of studying his opponent and what he needs to do to be effective defensively. I think he's one of the better defenders in the game on the wing.
Here's KD following the score by Houston, and Durant gets double teamed. LeVert with a wide open look. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. LeVert's got 7 points in the game.
LeVert showing you can rise up from deep, a quality shooter when given room to fire.
House dishes to Covington. And it's sent back by KD. And he recovers it. Passes to Tucker. Second shot opportunity.
Don't challenge him. Get that out of here. Allen's almost 7 feet now. He's got excellent timing and good bounce.
No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Harden finds Covington. And some nice passing there by Houston. And that one's good. House.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. They trail by 3. The pass to KD. Banked in off the glass.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. And even after the Achilles tear for Durant in the 2019 finals, he got a huge contract after he opted out.
Most teams felt they were willing to pay him while he rehabbed for a year. That was the case as the Nets gave him a 4-year max money deal. His next chapter is underway as he changed his number to 7.
Yeah, he recognized the overcommitment by the defense there and then made a smart pass to get that ball back outside.
1:15 left in the first quarter. Back to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Green, and it's Houston with another.
And that is a shot that Green knocks down consistently. The defense has to try harder to contest him from there.
Now here is Harris. To Irving. Here's the 3. Rebound by Jeff Green.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
There's McLemore. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
I love the three-point shooting of Irving. Excellent at dialing it in from deep, and you've got to respect his range.
Rivers bounce pass. Pass to McLemore. On the corner, and Green with the basket on the assist from McLemore.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Houston. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly. Kevin Durant talked about his teammates and the versatility this roster has.
I like our depth. I like that we could play, we could play big, we could play small, we can match up with a lot of different teams. And it's just a matter of us going out there and playing consistent basketball. It's easier said than done. But we like what we are right now. We just got to continue to keep getting better.
It's clear KD is very happy playing with this group of guys.
That's why he signed here. But you can bet Durant is going to be leading the charge.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Jamari Carroll is out there with Ben McLemore, and it's Green in at the 5. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much.
And season 4 for Coach Kenny Atkinson with the Nets. You got to be impressed with the job he's done in Brooklyn.
Yeah, Kenny is a hard worker. He's a bit of a grinder if you were trying to term what category he might fit into. And you see that in his team. And, he admits it. He's getting better just like his players are. And that's a great, great statement because we're all hopefully getting better as we move forward.
Irving with a clean look. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. That's now 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
McLemore, the pass to Green. And here's Gordon. Houston moving the ball around. Shot from 12. And Houston again with the bucket.
And a smooth jump shot from the veteran Green there. These are looks he nails consistently.
Harris outside. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Irving against Rivers. No good from Irving.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Well, you got to stop Carroll from getting inside because he's a threat to throw it down on you from this close.
Nets trail by 8. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years. But one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
Substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. James Harden, he's checked in for McLemore. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Rivers. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Wilson Chandler. LeVert's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Houston leading by 8. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Love when Harden uses that great leaping ability to finish with power.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Dinwiddie against Westbrook. Pass to KD. Harris outside. Shoots over Covington. Offensive rebound. Allen. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, you see the hustle from Allen there, guys, and his relentlessness and the mindset to keep at it really allows him to gobble up those offensive boards.
A nice shot by Tucker.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Knocked away, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. Clark, you were such a terrific athlete growing up, and it must be fun for you watching your kids and soon your grandkids go through their athletic journeys.
It really is one of the great blessings and treats of my life to see our kids grow and develop as people, but also to enjoy different sports. Our boys played basketball and soccer, and our daughter played volleyball, all played in college at some level. And so it is great. Anytime you see your kids find their lane, enjoy running in it, and do well in that lane, it's joy indescribable. Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. Daniel House is checked in for Houston. 1:53 left in the second quarter. Allen finds LeVert. Dinwiddie outside. To the middle. Goes back up. Durant. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And how about the body control by Durant? Takes the hit, but able to adjust. Yet another thing that makes him special.
Harden. That's good.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Nets trail by 8. Dinwiddie outside. And the pass to Durant. On deep. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists tonight.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter. Textbook form. Beautiful to watch.
Covington kicks to Westbrook. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And the free throw, no good.
You know, the Brooklyn Nets last season more than doubling their win total from 2 years prior. Great improvement. A surprise playoff team in the East for sure.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Houston leading by 5. Covington passes to Westbrook. Back to Covington. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Allen. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Harris. KD's got 9.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently. And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. The Rockets on top, up 7. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 14 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly. And so far, he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. What do you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Brooklyn?
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
We've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. Oh, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Rockets. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So for Brooklyn now, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Irving is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's LeVert in at the 3. Harden draws the double. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Nice touch on the bank shot. 8 points for James Harden.
And, you know, Harden's a high percentage shooter from mid-range. If you don't close fast on him, he'll burn you. You know, no matter how you feel about James Harden, you've got to respect his love for the game. I mean, he absolutely lives and breathes basketball. And that passion has driven him to become the player he is today.
And Clark, last year, Harden was quoted in saying, most players don't really love basketball.
Well, I don't know about most. That seems a bit extreme. Maybe he feels that they don't love it as much as he does, which certainly you could understand. But I can say that very few players have the drive and determination to improve their game the way Harden has. That's part of why he's been an MVP.
One shot.
From Irving. The mid-range jump shot, you've talked about this a lot, is still valuable if you can hit it with consistency.
Yeah, and if it's a quality shot, Kevin, I think you should shoot it. Move the defense, move the ball to get a quality shot, and I think one of the very best at knocking down the mid-range jump shot, Kevin Durant clearly. But how about Chris Middleton? Elite mid-range jump shooter, and DeMar DeRozan as well has a strong mid-range game, too.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Nets have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And for so many things that the Rockets do right, one area they can lapse in is rebounding.
Yeah, and a big part of that, I think, is they play a lot of small ball, and the defense is decent, but the rebounding suffers when they go small. They were bottom 3 in the league last year in rebounding.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Here's Westbrook. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Tipped away. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Irving double team. Allen finds Irving. Back to Allen. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Durant trying to break free. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Rockets leading by 12. Here's Harden. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Timeout called the Nets.
And a great track record in the draft for the Nets. Karis LeVert selected with the 20th pick, and Jared Allen taken at 22.
And you might want to throw in guys, too. Rodion Kurucs, the 40th pick in 2018, had a big impact, even participated in the Rising Stars Challenge. And, you know, sometimes you got to make your own breaks, make your own good fortune, and that's exactly what the Nets have done.
Substitution here. Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Daniel House. Gordon's checked in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Chandler comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Taurean Prince in for LeVert. And here are the Rockets. They're on a 9-1 run. Rivers kicks to Green. Houston moving the ball around. Pass to Kira. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Carroll's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Out of bounds, Houston takes possession. Houston leading by 16. Pass to Covington from outside the arc. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Jordan finds Irving. Back to Jordan. Prince in the corner. Fires for three. Drops in the tray.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Chandler.
You know, because Carroll is such an aggressive and high-energy offensive player, that's why he gets these calls.
The Rockets shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And that one falls for Carroll. Clark, last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge, a gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well. But the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. It's good. 14 points for Kyrie Irving.
And the mid-range shot of Irving is impressive. He has wonderful form with that shot.
The drive by Green, and the layup's good off the glass.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Dinwiddie against Green, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Jeff Green picks one up, and at 6'6", Spencer Dinwiddie's tall for a point guard, but Clark, despite his size, very slippery off the dribble.
Yeah, he's ill-like when you talk about him off the dribble, guys. I mean, excellent change of pace, and he's got a quick first step. And once he gets in the lane, his size helps him be a good finisher.
Shooting two.
Free throw, no good.
How about the year Spencer Dinwiddie was having last season? He was a candidate for most improved and sixth man of the year, then ended up tearing ligaments in his thumb, which cost him a month. But I still think he had a breakout season and more to come.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Green, and Russell Westbrook subbed in for Austin Rivers. He hits the second from the line. And Clark, you were talking about the injuries for Dinwiddie going into the 2014 draft. A torn ACL caused his drafting stock to slip.
I loved him in college, Kevin. In Colorado, I thought he was outstanding, and he actually had been talked about as a lottery pick. He ended up falling to the second round, and he's showing you he was worthy of being a lottery pick back when he was drafted.
1:31 left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Harris looking it over. A three-pointer is right on target.
Making the defense look absolutely clueless. At times, Harris just makes very hard shots look easy.
Here's Gordon. The shot comes out. The Nets go the other way with it. Dinwiddie outside. Passes it to Jordan. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Carroll finds Westbrook. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Dinwiddie outside. need to get a shot off here. They get it again. Prince, the pass to Jordan. Irving up top. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Covington inside.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so it's the Houston Rockets controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Then it's Ben McLemore. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's Allen trying to get open as Irving. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Durant.
Boy, nice mobility from the 5. Allen is very active offensively.
There's the pass to McLemore. Tucker with the ball. Working on Allen. From deep, McLemore buries it from 3-point range. And the Rockets lead by 21.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Tucker, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Snatched up. Broke loose. Here's McLemore, and the dunk by McLemore.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Brooklyn's gotten 2/3 of their 3-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Pass to Tucker. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Here's KD. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Yeah, the easy hoop assisted by Allen that time. He's developed a nice passing game.
Harden's shot is off.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
He kicks it to Tucker. Allen with the rebound. And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. And the whistle blows as the basket counts in a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Green comes in for Danuel House. Tavo Cephalosha has checked in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Well, great to see KD back on the court. That heartbreaking moment where he went down in Game 5 of the 2019 Finals. Wow, so hard, Greg, to watch.
And KD clearly gave everything he had to try and win in the finals. Warriors fans appreciate his efforts, softened the blow as he left for the Nets. The Warriors ownership already promising to retire Durant's number up in the rafters.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Second chance effort. The shot will not fall. Chandler with the defensive effort. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
And that's just a risky play to make a heave like that. Not worth it.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And a new group in for the Nets. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Irving against Westbrook. Down low. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Gordon finds Tucker over Allen. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Harden, and it's Houston with another.
Yeah, a volume shooter, and Harden is aggressive and assertive at really trying to jumpstart himself. And when he does, watch out.
Allen left side. On the wing, Irving. Durant trying to break free. A nice shot by Irving.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
The 3 from Harden. And another 3 for Houston.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Here's Durant. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 5 assists in the game. Rockets leading by 23.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for James Harden.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Caboclo comes in for Robert Covington. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. And the basket by Gordon.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Here's Temple. He's guarded by Rivers. And stolen by Sefolosha. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Temple. Allen passes to Claxton. And again, it's the Nets missing. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
A nice shot by Rivers.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, when do you know when to attack and when to lay off, when to pass and when to shoot?
I never know, man. I just see how the flow of the game is going. I try to stay in attack mode. That's what my team wants me to do, and I try to continue to do it.
Well, you were on your A game tonight, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.